Good morning, children. We are doing the third chapter of your English text, that is the Cantervillie Ghost. This is a drama happening on the stage where there are 7 characters and 5 scenes. The story begins like this: that Mr. Otis has bought a mansion called Canterville Chase from the owner, Lord Canterville, and Mr. Otis' family has come to stay at the mansion with his wife, Mrs. Otis, his son, Washington, a 15-year-old daughter, Virginia, and 2 twins, Clark and Lewis. Then the owner, Lord Canterville, tells Mr. Otis that there was a ghost in the house, and the ghost has been seen by many of his family members, and his grand aunt, Dogwagger, Duchess of Bolton, could not come out of the shock after seeing the ghost, and so none of their younger staff would stay with them. After hearing this, Mr. Otis replies that they come from a modern country and they have money to buy everything, and so he tells that he would buy the ghost itself and place it in the museum for its worth. Lord Canterville warned him and leaves the house, telling that Canterville Chase is all yours. Mrs. Sumney, the old housekeeper, has served tea for Mr. Otis' family in the library, and when the family comes to the library, they see that there is a blood stain near the table. Seeing this, Mrs. Otis asks the housekeeper to remove the stain. Mrs. Omni starts telling that it was the blood of a lady, Eleanor de Canterville, who was murdered on the same spot by her own husband, Sir Simon de Canterville, in 1575. 9 years later, he also disappeared mysteriously and his body was never found. But his guilty spirit still haunts the chase. No one believes the story, and Washington cleans off the bloodstains, and suddenly there is flash of lightning and thunder, and Mrs. Omni faints and revives after some time, and Mr. Otis consoles her, telling that there was nothing to fear. The next morning, the twins enter the library and see the bloodstains on the same spot, and they both decided to sleep in the library that night, and during the night the whole family was sleeping. There was a clacking metal sound, and Mr. Otis woke up and takes a small bottle of oil, and outside the room there was a man standing. His eyes were red, and he had long grey matted hair and wore old-fashioned dirty clothes. He wore rusty chains. So Mr. Otis gives him the oil and asks him to oil the rusty chains, and if he requires more, he could come back. This was Canterville Ghost, who was shocked to see that Mr. Otis was not at all afraid of him. And just then the twins came and threw the pillow at the ghost, but he escapes. The ghost is very angry, and he tells that he will definitely take revenge. And how dare these Americans ask me to grease my chains, and those twins throw a pillow at my head? No ghost has been insulted like this. And he would take his revenge and will have the last laugh. That's all, children. Bye.